One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Hello everyone. In today's video, we will talk about a great strategy using the two most powerful indicators in the trading world. Many YouTubers have already explained it and we really appreciate their efforts, but in this video, we will apply it in our way and we will try to improve it and understand it simply. Okay, let's open the indicators box and search for the MACD indicator. Now, I will open the indicator settings to increase the colors and thickness of the lines so that you can see more clearly. Well, after all that, we will not use this indicator in today's strategy, but we should explain some principles here first so that we understand more. When the blue line crosses the orange line from bottom to top, this is the buy signal, and when the opposite happens, and the blue line crosses the orange line from top to bottom, this is the sell signal. In other words, the long and short signals. Well, here is also a buy signal. But like all indicators, MACD is not without full signals. For example, here there is a false signal. Here too, there is another false signal. And here is another one. There are many of them, and this is what makes traders lose most of the time. Unfortunately, this is not the only problem we face when using the regular MACD indicator. Here, a clear sell signal appears, but when you focus, you will notice that it is late in appearing. Instead of appearing here, or even here, it's late to show up, and this delay may increase the rate of losses. Well, let's use this time machine to understand more. Suppose we were trading here, and we were waiting for a sell signal from the MACD indicator. Well, let's run it and see what happens. As you can see, we got a sell signal, but it was late, so instead of selling here, or here, we will sell after all this delay. Here too, let's check it out. Sell signal not showing yet. Finally, it appeared, but it was too late. Even at the buy signal, sometimes there is a delay. Okay, but how can we avoid this delay? How can we get a signal that is faster and perhaps more accurate than the regular MACD? Simply, we will use another MACD indicator. Well, let's open the indicators box. But this time, we are going to search for the normalized MACD. In the search field type normalized MACD and choose the first one. When you apply it for the first time on the chart, you might think it's the same as a regular MACD, but of course there are some differences that we'll see together. First, let me increase the color and thickness so we can see the video more clearly. Well, this is the regular MACD indicator and this is the normalized MACD. But what's the difference between them? When you look at them, you won't notice much difference, but to know the difference, let's use our time machine again. Well, let's say I was trading here and waiting for any signal from the MACD indicator. In the normalized MACD, the red MACD line started converging with the signal line. While, in the regular MACD, nothing happened so far. Now as you can see, a sell signal appeared in the normalized MACD indicator. But in the regular MACD indicator, nothing happens yet. The signal is still getting clearer on a normalized MACD, but on the regular MACD, nothing appears. Finally, the sell signal appeared in the regular MACD indicator. Now, we can see the difference between these two indicators. The regular MACD was late in signaling, while the normalized MACD gave us the signal earlier and faster. Well, let's see another example. Now the normalized MACD showed a signal. And it has not yet appeared in the regular MACD. Well, it has now appeared. Okay, but let's try to see the difference again. Here is a sell signal, and here is nothing appeared. So, this is our target candle. But according to the regular MACD, this will be our target candle. I think the delay is now obvious. Even with buy signals, the normalized MACD gives a faster signal than the regular MACD. Well, let's see this example quickly. As you can see, a buy signal appeared here, and this was our target candle. And here, nothing happened yet. And we are still waiting while the trend is rising. Finally, the buy signal appeared. Here, the buy signal appeared early. But here, we missed the trend a lot. Well, let's see the rest of the signals quickly. Here too, we can compare the speed of the signals in these indicators. Sometimes, the two signals may be in the same place, but in general, the normalized MACD is much faster in showing the signals. Well, I think now you can differentiate between these two indicators because sometimes, speed is the most important thing in the trading field. Well, after we know the difference between these two indicators and we know that the normalized MACD is the fastest in showing the signal, I think we no longer need the regular MACD in our strategy now. But even with this speed and accuracy, there is no escape from fake signals. Like these signals here. And here. Here too, there are false and sequential signals. And here. Well, as you can see, there are many of these fake signals, and if we don't get rid of them, they can cause huge losses when trading. Well, to eliminate these false signals, we will use another indicator, which is also one of the most powerful trading indicators. This indicator is based on the intersection of the RSI indicator with moving average indicator, and you can find dozens of it in the indicators search box. But I suggest you use this, just type 5 in 1, and I'll tell you why. Well, let's choose the first one, which was created by Marco Valenti. After applying it to the chart, its colors may look a bit overlapping. For this, we will change the RSI line to white, and we will increase its thickness too. Also will increase the thickness of the MA line as well. And reduce the background color. Well, you can choose the colors you want, but I think it looks better now. But more important than choosing the colors are the inputs. Well, let's open the indicator settings again. Head to the input. Then change the SMA input to 50. Well, this is the new shape of the indicator. And as we said, the white line is the RSI line, and the red line is the smooth moving average line. Okay, but how do we use it in confirmations? Well, before we get started, quickly try to find out what happened here in the two indicators. Also, try to focus here. Well, time is up. Here we found a buy signal, and that's when the red MACD line crossed the yellow signal line from the bottom to top. Here too, we found that the RSI line has crossed the moving average line from bottom to top. And this is the confirmation we want. Here too, we find that the MACD indicator gave us an entry signal, but that the RSI indicator did not make any intersection here. And this is considered a false signal that there is no confirmation. Well, let's see another example. Here, we see that the MACD indicator gave us a long entry signal, but suddenly, it changed direction downwards. And this is what happened to the trend as well. But here, in the RSI indicator, we did not see any crossover, nor did it give us any confirmation of entry. Here, too, a MACD crossover occurred. But we haven't seen any confirmation from RSI indicator. And it was another false signal. Here, we can see another crossover in the MACD indicator. Coinciding with this intersection, we see that the RSI indicator has crossed the moving average line as well. We also notice a significant rise in the trend. And this happened because the signal was confirmed by the RSI indicator. Well, here we got a buy signal from the MACD indicator, but on the RSI we got a buy signal, but it was immediately followed by a sell signal. In this case, let's assume that we entered here, according to MACD signal and RSI signal. After getting an entry signal from the MACD and confirmation from the RSI, all that needs to be done is to go back to the first point, which is to focus on MACD signals only. And if we don't get a signal from MACD, we will not wait for the RSI signals, because we only use it as confirmation. This means that this signal is successful, even if the RSI changes direction, because the MACD did not give us any exit signal yet. Well, this was a little complicated, but let's see what happens here. As you can see, here we got an entry signal, and here we got a confirmation. Yes, it's a good entry signal. Also here is an entry signal with a slight spike. But always do not forget to stop loss at the lowest candle near your entry point. Well, here's also an entry signal with confirmation from RSI indicator. And I think we explained this kind of confirmations. Here, we can see many false signals, followed by an excellent signal with confirmation. Okay, but how can we improve this strategy to get better results and more accuracy? Well, this strategy works well with 4-hour and even 1-hour frames, but for more accuracy and more profit, it is recommended to use it with 1-day frame. And to increase the accuracy more and more, and before applying any indicator to the chart, it is recommended to place the support and resistance lines first. To learn how to draw support and resistance lines, you will find a simple and accurate explanation in the previous videos. And you should learn them before anything else, because support and resistance lines are the best indicators that show entry and exit points, breakouts, stop losses, etc., and they can greatly enhance the signals of other indicators. Look here, the MACD gave us an entry signal, the RSI gave us a confirmation signal, here the downtrend touched the support line, and the best thing here is this candle, which is called a bullish engulfing pattern. When these signs meet in one place, this will be our golden opportunity that we will seize, and I believe that we will not let it be wasted. Here too, the trend touched the resistance line, the MACD gave us an exit signal, and RSI completed the confirmation. And here is another example, the trend touched the support line, the MACD gave a signal, and RSI confirmed it. Here too, all indications were consistent. RSI, MACD, and also the resistance line. Well, that was it, but before we end this video, do not forget to use stop loss in any strategy, and do not forget to put support and resistance lines, and if you do not know how to use stop loss, just type in the comments and we will prepare a detailed video about it. Do not forget to subscribe. Good luck.